the Massachusetts Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing.
MCDHH celebrating 40 years. Call for award nominations.
I'm Holly. This is my sign name. I'll provide a visual description. I'm an Asian person with short black hair swept to the side. I have on a black sweater with 3 silver buttons on one shoulder. Hello! We are excited to share that the Massachusetts Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, MCDHH, will soon reach its 40-year milestone. Time really does fly. Over the past 4 decades, MCDHH has been dedicated to advocacy, education, and supporting you, us, the deaf, deafblind, hard of hearing, late deafened, and oral deaf communities. Together, our commitment and passion have remained the same for the past 40 years, an equitable world where each one of you can fully engage and thrive in all areas of life. For our 40th anniversary, we want to celebrate all of you with you. Why? Because without your grassroots advocacy and dedication, without individuals from the communities we serve, taking a stand, investing their hearts and their spirits in this cause, the agency would not exist. Every story, every perspective, and every contribution has brought us to where we are today. Every one of you has made a difference and continues to change our communities for the better today. Making a difference is not always defined by big words or grand actions. Sometimes it is day-to-day actions, like being kind to another, supporting each other, or reminding someone they are not alone. Too often, everyday efforts are overlooked, even though they can be just as impactful, if not more so. Now is the time to acknowledge those efforts and acts of advocacy that continue to shape our communities. As part of our 40th anniversary celebration, we have 4 distinct awards. First, being the B.J. Wood Trailblazer Award. Second, the CART Captioning Excellence Award. This award is new. Next, the Gail Salop Interpreter Award. And last, being the Lifetime Achievement Award. These awards are a chance to acknowledge some of our outstanding community members who have worked on behalf of the communities to ensure access to education, engagement with the community, and to foster empowerment. We are looking for your help in identifying those who you feel have made significant contributions within our deaf, hard of hearing, deaf-blind, late deafened, and oral deaf communities. For accessibility support, alternate formats such as video and ASL, Braille, or large print will be accepted upon request. Here is more information on the awards and how to submit a nomination.
B.J. Wood Trailblazer Award. Visual description. Salatiel is a light-skinned Latine man with a beard. He has short brown hair and is wearing a short-sleeved black polo shirt. The background is gray. The B.J. Wood Trailblazer Award, named in honor of B.J. Wood, MCDHH's first commissioner, whose visionary leadership in Massachusetts established the foundation of statewide services for deaf and hard of hearing residents. Like B.J. Wood, the recipient of this award is a person who exemplifies the same dedication to advocacy empowerment, and action in transforming systems in order to promote equity for everybody in the state of Massachusetts. This awardee will parallel BJ's long-standing visionary leadership in advancing communication access and inclusion, has shown a consistent and sustained impact within the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and is a change agent in the capacity of initiating programs, leading transformative policies, or laying the groundwork and strengthening efforts for community movements in the state. The recipient of this award will leave a lasting legacy that inspires others to lead, serve, and collaborate with those around them. This award is open for only Massachusetts residents who identify as deaf, deafblind, hard of hearing, late deafened, and oral deaf. Nominations for the B.J. Wood Trailblazer Award will be accepted from MCDHH staff, community members, and other partner organizations.
Card Captioning Excellence Award.
Visual description. Caitlin is a white woman wearing a marbled white and navy blue sweater. She has brown shoulder-length curly hair. The background is gray.
ASL interpretation appears in the upper right corner. Stephanie is a black woman with braids and white framed glasses. She is wearing a gray shirt. Her background is blue.
The CART Captioning Excellence Award. The CART Captioning Excellence Award honors individuals whose sustained leadership, advocacy, and public service have measurably advanced access, equity, and well-being for deaf and hard of hearing residents across the Commonwealth. The recipient should exemplify excellence in ethical and client-centered CART captioning practice, demonstrate outstanding contributions to professional standards or CART captioning education, actively engage in mentorship training or advocacy for client-centered CART captioning, and maintain a strong record of collaboration with the community and MCDHH programs. This award is open only for Massachusetts CART captioners who reside and/or work in Massachusetts. Nominations for the CART Captioning Excellence Award will be accepted from certified CART captioners, CART captioning educators, and community members familiar with the nominee's work.
Gail Salop Interpreter Award.
Visual description. Heather is a white woman with light brown, shoulder-length hair, wearing a black short-sleeve shirt. The background is gray.
The Gail Salop Interpreter Award. Named for Gail Salop, Massachusetts' first state-employed interpreter and a pioneer in interpreter development, screening, and professional ethics. The recipient should exemplify excellence in ethical and client-centered interpreting practice, demonstrate outstanding contributions to professional standards or interpreter education, actively engage in mentorship, training, or advocacy for deaf-centered interpreting, and maintain a strong record of collaboration with the community and MCDHH programs. This award is open for only certified and MCDHH approved screened interpreters who reside and or work in Massachusetts. Nominations for the Gail Salop Interpreter Award will be accepted from certified and MCDHH approved screened interpreters, interpreter educators, and community members familiar with the nominee's work. Lifetime Achievement Award. Visual description. She is an Asian man with short black hair, wearing a black long-sleeve shirt. The background is gray.
The Lifetime Achievement Award honors individuals who have devoted much of their professional or personal lives to improving opportunities and quality of life for deaf and hard of hearing residents through decades of leadership, advocacy, or public service. For this distinguished award, the recipient will have demonstrated at least 15 years of continuous and documented service or advocacy, a broad long-term impact on accessibility, policy, or systems reform, clear evidence of mentorship, leadership, or advocacy benefiting multiple generations, and recognition as a respected, trusted, and ethical community leader. This award is open for only Massachusetts residents or those who work in Massachusetts. Nominations for the Lifetime Achievement Award will be accepted from MCDHH staff, community partners, or collaborating agencies. How to nominate.
Remember, for accessibility support in alternate formats such as video and ASL, Braille, or large print will be accepted upon request. There are 2 ways to nominate an individual: on the online form or an email including a video message. Each nomination must include these first 3 pieces, while the last 2 are optional. The first 3 required parts of the submission are: first, the nominee's full name, contact information, and relevant affiliation or organization. Second, a statement describing how the nominee meets the specific award criteria, limited to 250 to 500 words, or up to a 3-minute video. Third, at least one concrete example, project, or story illustrating measurable impact. Fourth, and optional, are letters of support or testimonials from colleagues, community members, or program participants. Fifth and last are optional and encouraged: a current resume or summary of the nominee's relevant experience. The deadline for all completed nominations must be received by
March 13th, 2026.
Late or incomplete nominations will not be considered. Once all the nominations are received, MCDHH's Awards Review Committee will review and select the final winners. Winners will be announced at our 40th anniversary celebration in April of 2026. We hope to see you there. We are very much looking forward to receiving your nominations.
If you have any questions about the awards or award criteria, please contact Kat DeVar at cat.b.dvar@mass.gov. If you have any questions about submitting a nomination, please contact Heather Daly at heather.daley@mass.gov. Submit your nominations by scanning the QR code below or visiting bit.ly/MCDHH40THAWARDS.
Follow us on social media. Scan the QR code below or visit linktree.com/MASS, capital C, capital D, capital H, capital H.